So for Felix, he is German. Both of his parents are part of his society that fights against the entity. They're both in the medical field, and they're both like prominent figures in the medical field. And they traveled around the world to these different conferences for the medical field. And as such, Felix, going around the world, took inspiration from the different architecture around, and that's what inspired him to become an architect, right? And he became a respected architect, much like his parents in the medical field. He was a figure in that field. He won like a very prestigious award for architecture when he was only 23. But Felix is still socially awkward, and he's very reserved. When he was a teenager, him and Elodie, right, by extension, and a few others, I believe it was a total of 5, formed a group called the Pariahs. Right, it was like their group. An event that scarred both Felix and Elodie to what eventually would lead them to the realm is that they found one of, Blight's old labs, basically, where they found relics and artifacts and symbols strewn about the walls. Elodie accidentally calls in the entity, but basically they accidentally brought on the entity in that lab, right? It was an overlap. And as such, Felix's father and both of Elodie's parents were taken into the fog. They were trying to fight back the entity. They saved the Pariahs, they saved their kids. He tried moving on, he got more rewards, he was a more respected architect, he worked on his social skills, so he actually grew up and he was trying to be a role model for his kid, and he wanted to also test his architectural prowess, like he was trying to find a project he's proud of. As such, he went back to that same place the lab was on. It was an island. Inexplicably, he sees like he thinks is his father. Without thinking, he rushes into the fog. It's my dad, oh my god. And he unknowingly gets taken into the fog and leaves behind his wife and kid.